Hey faggots, welcome to League of Legends. I'm your host, Jerry Power Spike Jones, and I'm gonna teach you how to not be a complete and utter fucking loser. We gonna buff them muscles, we gonna lift them weights, you're gonna shit firecrackers and eat tamales. I think that's the quote from Rocky. I'm not sure because I'm partially deaf. It's 2017 and today we're gonna learn how to play Aatrox, the greatest champion in League of Legends history. You wanna knock up? Play somebody else. You wanna slow? His sucks ass. You wanna not die? Anivia does the same fucking thing. Hey, you want an ult that scales with AP even though you build AD? My wife left me and she took the kids. I'm not signing the divorce papers. I mostly spend all my money on drugs and alcohol. So I don't really have a lot to turn to. So fuck you, okay? And play Aatrox. Call right now and I'll give you a blowjob. Welcome to League of Legends Actual Champion Spotlight, featuring Aatrox, the Darkened Blade. This girl's gonna be my masterpiece. Hey guys, and welcome back to the channel that makes you wonder if I'm on the verge of suicide or if I'm just really depressed. Wobble up a dub dub. Cut the clip. Go. Cut it. This is gonna be a weird video. So on this channel, we talk a lot about some champions that are OP. So we're gonna take a break from that and talk about a champion that needs some loving. And who needs more love than a guy whose best friend is a goddamn sword? I mean, fuck me, Talia will probably get a rework before this guy because Riot just gives absolutely zero fucks about Aatrox. I mean, they literally gave him 5 balance changes and 1 bug fix before saying, yeah, we fucked up, and tossed his ass to the goddamn curb. I mean, even on pro builds in the last 5 months, pros have played him a total of 25 fucking times. That's less than any other champion in this damn game. Now, before we dive into Aatrox more, let's talk about the pros and cons of playing this guy. Cons: he's got a bad early game. He falls off late game. The hitbox for his knockup is smaller than a 5-year-old's penis. His E skill shot makes absolutely no fucking sense. When he dies, his passive resets to 0, and he spends health to deal any meaningful damage. Pros: his ult has high base damage. Maxing your E in lane gives you a nice amount of harass. Your W early game deals a... I can't do this, man. Like, how am I supposed to swing that this guy's good? So to be honest, there's a lot of stuff that people don't really take into account with this guy, and I think that's the only reason why I even won as many games as I did when playing Aatrox, because Aatrox suffers from this symptom called stacking tilt. Now, since everyone thinks that Aatrox is a bad champion, whenever they somehow die to him, they begin to tilt because they just have no idea why the fuck they lost to Aatrox, which makes them play even worse, and that's how you win the game. It's not through skill, it's not through his abilities, it's literally just because you made the enemy just so fucking depressed that they don't want to play the game anymore. Plus, since no one has any idea how the fuck to play him, he's completely flexible with his build. Your support doesn't want to buy a Sightstone? That's fine. You're Aatrox. You can build one because nobody gives a flying fuck. Your team doesn't have any AP? Well, you've got some high scaling, so you know what? AP Aatrox. Hey guys, it's me, AP Aatrox. You already know what it is. You know, just taking some clips of me getting kills and putting it over some commentary to show that I'm a good champion. Like, deaths don't matter to me. You know, just gonna pick up a kill, put it in the montage, 100% viable. Look at that, another kill, not even happy about it. You already know what it is, 100% viable. Alright, starting to not work out. You already know what it is, 75% viable. Pretty sure we're gonna lose this game. 50% viable, and that's a loss, but you already know what it is, Your passive is Bloodwell. Every time you use one of your abilities that consumes your health, you store it into your cesspool of blood that can hold up to 15 to 870 points and loses 2% every second if Aatrox doesn't hit shit or receive any damage in the last 5 seconds. The more that the red bar stacks, you gain more attack speed up to a maximum of 30 to 55% depending on your level. So at level 1, taking your W first and activating it, you can grow your Bloodwell, giving you 30% extra attack speed at level 1. Additionally, if your Bloodwell is active when you lose all your health, instead of dying, you crawl into the fetal position and start healing yourself for up to 141 to 1174 health, depending on how much blood you've stored up. What sucks about this passive when you get popped is that all the attack speed you had when you died fucking disappears, and you have to stack it up all over again. So in a fight after you die, you're kind of like a sitting duck, and you can probably let off about 2 or 3 more auto attacks before you fucking die again. See that? You got your second life, no problem. You just go. Call in now, and we'll throw in Aatrox Main's mixtape with their favorite songs like Bring Me to Life, Nightcore Remix, All-Star, Bring Me to Life Mashup, Chug Me to Life, Bring Me to Life Dubstep Remix, Bring Me to Life 1 hour version. Really loud kids screaming Bring Me to Life with Red Skeleton in the background. Bring Me to Life Goofy Edition. You know what? He's got some incredibly weird stats. I mean, look at this. 0.33 to 0.55 bonus attack speed. 36.75 to 304.5 based on level health. Up to a maximum of 141.75 to 1,174.5 health. It's like Riot made calculations so precise to make sure Aatrox was bad to the exact fucking decimal. You poor... whatever the fuck you are. Knock, knock. Who's there? Aatrox. Aatrox who? You fucking lost the game because I'm playing Aatrox. Your Q is Dark Flight. You jump into the air and hit the ground in your target location, dealing damage to whatever you hit and knocking up everything that's in the center of your Q. This is the ability that makes people think that jungling with him is a good idea because of all the attack speed you get from it at level 1 since it stacks your passive. But to be honest, why would you put Aatrox, a champion that barely even works in this game, in one of the most important fucking roles? I mean, your games primarily go like this. You come into lane, hit them, Q when they run away. Hopefully it lands if they're fucking retarded, and maybe pick up a kill, but then lose the game because almost anybody is smart enough to not get ganked by an Aatrox. So play him top, you fucking pussy. And to be honest, this ability is fucking garbage. I don't care if Aatrox is your favorite fucking champion. This ability is goddamn shit. No matter what, you always max it last because it's just so hard to land. The cast time is slow, the knockup area is small as shit, and if you miss it, you don't even get anything useful for it besides the fucking damage, which makes it such a shitty ability when it comes to team fighting, especially when almost every champion in this game has a fucking dash or blink nowadays. Like Camille, like her Q, that shit's retarded. Look at this fucking outplay. Look at that outplay. Why did I make a video about Camille? Why did I play Aatrox for 30 fucking games? This champion sucks ass! This channel is sponsored by Audible.com, where you can find great books like That's Mr. Faggot to You, Mein Kampf, Suck Me Dry 3, Pajama Party, and our top seller, My Billionaire Triceratops Craves Gay Ass. Audible.com. I really wish I was making this up. I don't really know what's more sad, that we won the game with Aatrox, or that I dealt the most damage on my team. Either way, natural selection really just isn't doing their job. And then we've got your W Bloodthirst. Or Blood Price. Who gives a shit? It's a toggled ability where when it's off with every third auto attack, you heal yourself for 20 to 40 health, scaling with 25% of your bonus AD. And when you're below 50% health, the healing is then tripled. And when your W is toggled on, then it consumes some of your health in order to deal additional damage, scaling with 100% of your bonus AD. Check it out, guys. I Soul Rift Herald. This is cool, right? It's fucking busted, dude. Best build. Broken. 1080 one shot. Don't forget to fucking blur out the champion. Most of the time, you'll be trading in fights with your W turned off because the health that you gain back from it is fucking massive. People will try to fight you because you're Aatrox and they think they can kick your ass, but then they see all the health you're gaining off of your third auto and how many stacks of fervor you're gaining that they'll eventually just lose the trade. Especially since you should always have your passive stacked all the way up, so you'll constantly have more attack speed than them. And once you've got your Blade of the Ruined King and your passive stacked, plus your extra life, almost no one can trade with you as long as you're smart about it. We could dance all day. We could dance all day. Metapod versus Magikarp. One uses Harden, the other uses Fly. Let's see who's gonna win. I win. I'm the winner. Fuck you, Jin. Your E is Blades of Torment. It's like an edgy 14-year-old came up with these names. This skill shot just makes absolutely no sense. I know when Riot released them, they were like, dude, just fucking look at this shit. You've never seen a skill shot like this before. How does he do it? How does he do it, huh? How does he? Look at it. The slow that you get from it is nice, but why play Aatrox when you could play fucking Scion, whose E not only slows them, but also shreds their armor, and it's not even a weird fucking hitbox. Not only that, but it scales. The slow scales to 60%. Maybe if you had some kind of bonus if you hit the person with the skill shot the size of a fucking virgin asshole, and not only does the radius become smaller, but it's fucking slow as shit. The only reason why this ability is good is because it's a nice way to poke your opponent for free if they're retarded enough to get hit by it. It's such a bad ability, but it's the first ability that you fucking max. Jesus Christ. This is basically what your laning phase is like. You can play AP Aatrox, do the same thing, and then die, and then lose. But it's the same thing as when you play AD Aatrox, so who fucking cares? A good saving grace is that if your opponent does let you land your E on them, its base damage is pretty high, so you can probably poke them out of lane as long as you consistently keep landing them, so you can go all in with your Q and Empower W. And finally, we've got your ult Massacre, and it's pretty fucking simple. You deal damage to every champion around you for 200 to 400 damage. And there you go. I would say it deals additional damage because it scales with 100% of your AP, but if you're not building AP, it only deals this flat amount of damage, which is pretty fucking dumb. This is retarded. Your attack range is also increased and you gain 40 to 60% more attack speed for the next 12 seconds. Now, to be honest, early levels is like your strongest fucking time. The damage from your ult is completely unexpected. A lot of people don't know that it deals a shit ton of damage early game, and so when you Q onto them, you get a free ult and it just bursts people so fucking quickly, even if you're not building full AP. What sucks is that he's one of the champions whose ult scales with the opposite of what you build. But unlike other champions, his ult just comes out as kind of useless once you get to around like levels 11 and 16. Ashe ult scales with AP, but at least her ult has fucking higher base damage, plus it's also a stun. Gangplank's ult scales with AP, but it's fucking global and can be upgraded to deal true damage. Shyvana buffs her other abilities. Trundle deals max health damage and gives him defensive stats. Volibear, well, Volibear's ult kind of sucks also. All Aatrox does is just deal a flat amount of damage and gain some attack speed and a larger attack range. But besides that, there's really not much else that can be said about Aatrox's ult. I'm not trying to be mean, but he's pretty bad. Most of the time, you'll just be split pushing because he just sucks ass in team fights and gets kited like a motherfucker. And the only way he can do anything is if you get fed early on. Even then, he's still kind of just fucking lackluster. Like, why would you play Aatrox when you could play someone like Tryndamere, who does the same exact shit, except that he can burst people down way more quickly than Aatrox can? There's really just absolutely no point in playing Aatrox at all. Even the people who play him or main him know he's pretty much just in the shitter, and you know what? That's okay. That's fine that he's in the shitter. The more we talk about it and acknowledge that he's just a really shitty champion, the more Riot Games will probably hear us and give Rise another fucking rework.
Squeeze.